Hey guys, PS Zoomer here. Hope you guys having a fantastic day or night wherever you are. And okay, I've literally reshot this update like 7 times. Just because it's hard for me to share what I want to say and have it not be like 11 to 13 minutes. So unlike normal updates, I'm going to go past the personal stuff and go right into the big chunk. So let's start with how highlights are going. One is actually complete and will be uploaded in a few days, and that will be Medieval 2. Now, why Medieval 2 when the poll says Bayonetta? Well, unfortunately, I recently got sick. I'm much better now, but before I got sick, I checked the poll and it said Medieval 2, so I downloaded the parts, thinking that Medieval 2 would stay on top. Unfortunately, by the time I checked the poll, after I recovered, I realized that Bayonetta actually won. Thankfully, I was working on Medieval 2 at the time, so I figured I might as well finish it, and Medieval 2 is all set. It's ready to go in a couple days, so I'm very excited for that. And just a couple days ago, I actually started Bayonetta 1, which, by God, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be unlike any other highlight I've ever done. Bayonetta, for those who don't know, it's a very flashy game. It has really great combat, amazing boss battles. And I do plan on doing boss remixes with it, and this was actually something I planned for in advance. You know, no matter which one was gonna win in the poll, I was actually gonna end up doing Bayonetta. Not that the poll was meaningless. Keep in mind, I always do the polls to see if people are interested and to see whether or not my plan should be on hold so that videos people want to see happen first. You know, so yeah, thankfully Medieval 2 is done, Bayonetta is all set, and as far as what the boss remix is, I'm gonna be quiet about that. I'm gonna let you see what it is. I can't believe how well it's actually fit so far. Again, I'm really excited for the end result. At this point, I've already gotten up to part 5, so yeah, really good progress so far, and I expect Bayonetta to take a couple weeks' time, just to give a rough estimation, but if it does end up taking too long, I do have past highlights I can upload, so I always have that. And now for the crucial part, which is why I'm actually going to edit this update a little bit. A big change is coming to the channel. By that, I mean an addition is coming in the form of streams. I've said before in the past that streams have been on Torchwood Huntsman, my other channel. I decided to bring those over to the PS2Man channel for a couple reasons. One is I figured it'd be kind of silly for me to handle 2 channels at this time, but I'm really focusing on just one. So that doesn't mean Torchwood Huntsman is being deleted. All those videos are staying up. And for a second reason, just the fact that a lot of people have been joining this channel, I'm sure for highlights, and for those who have, I really appreciate it. I just kind of want to go back to how things were, with PS2Man being the main thing for streams and highlights. I figured it's about time I did that. I've actually had to think about this for a little while, and in the end, I thought this was the best decision. Apparently, my decision is to not say decision well. So, here's how it's gonna go. Streams are going to be a lot more focused this time around, and by that, I mean we have an actual schedule, which is gonna be down here right now. It took a little bit to finalize the schedule, but here we are. Here's how it's gonna go. So Monday and Wednesday we have Game 1. Tuesday and Thursday, we have Game 2. Fridays and Sundays, we have Warrior Sessions. And finally, on Saturday, we have Fighting Game Day. So, let's go over each of them. So, let's just start with Game 1 and Game 2. Let's start with Game 1 first. Basically, Game 1 and Game 2 are going to be two random games that aren't fighting games or warrior games. These are games that I want to do, and I'm very excited for this first one. I actually recently got it. Breath of the Wild for the Switch. I actually have Breath of the Wild for the Wii U, but I always wanted to get it on the Switch. Mainly because, and I actually do have it, I have the Explorer's Guide. I gotta say, it's a lot bigger than I expected. It's like over 100 pages. And honestly, just by opening it, you wouldn't tell it's, Breath of the Wild. You think it's Hyrule Warriors. Like, look at this. This is Hyrule Warrior stuff right here. But it actually gives a lot of information here. A lot of information I will be researching as I go on. But most of this will be blind and it'll just be how I run things. I'm very excited to see how it turns out. Been wanting to finish this for a while. Streams have given me an excuse to do so. Now, Game 2, I am very excited for, because I've always wanted to do this game. I finally get into it. The Wonderful 101. This is actually a game that my cohort Pichu has always wanted to see whether or not it was good or not. My opinion, really underrated gem for the Wii U. And until they port this to the Switch, I really want them to do that at some point. You know, it is a reason why I keep it on my Wii U, other than the fact that I can stream Wii games as well because of the backwards compatibility. Now, let's move on to Saturday, actually, which is Fighting Game Day. Saturday is the one confirmed day my cohort Pichu can't join, so I figured instead of continuing Warriors, which is something that she and I both enjoy, I figured fighting games would be the perfect thing. You know, it could be anything that I want to focus on. It could be Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, we got BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, we got Smash, but the first game for Fighting Game Day is Tekken 7. This is actually a really good fighting game I just started playing recently. It's one of my recent favorites. And with Fighting Game Day, we're basically going to do a couple things. We're going to go through the story modes if they got them, go through arcade modes if we got them, maybe we'll even go to online matches. Maybe we could do it with the viewers, or maybe with online people. Anything can happen on Fighting Game Day. And of course, the games can always change at certain points, you know. Like I said, maybe one day Tekken 7, another day BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. In any case, I'm very excited, and I know what you guys are thinking. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, really? Do you deny the Steelbook case? If I could go a bit of a personal note, I got really lucky with getting the Steelbook case. Like, it's actually a really beautiful Steelbook case. And yeah, I got the DLC for it. Loving Black Panther. Alright, and finally that leads us to the Warrior Sessions. This is going to basically be a temporary thing where we play two games. The second one would be Fire Emblem Warriors, and the first one, which is the one we're going to focus on, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. I mean, Hyrule Warriors is basically one of my favorite games of all time. I love this game to death. There was a period where, for months, I wouldn't play anything but Hyrule Warriors. So, I figured we might as well have streams specifically focused on Hyrule Warriors, just because I have a huge love for it, you know. We'll go through the story modes, we'll go through adventure modes, we'll do as much as we can with this game. And then we'll move on to Fire Emblem Warriors, and from there, we'll figure something out. But that's it, that's basically how it's gonna go, and look at that. We're still going on just about 10 minutes. You know, if unedited, of course, which I'm gonna be editing this just because of the text. But, you know, with streams coming, I also plan on doing a few things. You know, I plan on keeping playlists a thing, you know, so anytime there's a highlight, I'm gonna put them in a highlight playlist. And then for streams and sessions, I'll have playlists for the separate ones of those. If I ever do future videos like countdown in the future, which I hope to do, I actually had a concept ready for that, but we're a little ways away from that. But in any case, I do any extra videos, I plan on making playlists for them. Even though it's a hobby, I do want to keep it as a YouTube channel. And, you know, maybe we'll do premieres for highlight videos and stuff like that. I haven't really tested out the, what was it? The premieres. If you guys want to do that, let me know, and I could definitely, see how that would go. Maybe we'll take a day off streaming just so we can watch the, highlights together. That'd actually be really fun. But that'll be in the future. Probably another update video. So in any case, guys, wow. I said I didn't want to keep this around 11 minutes. Look at that, just about 11 minutes. But in any case, guys, thank you so much for watching. I gotta go edit this update video, and then we're gonna go ahead and link to the Discord, which I hope to keep up Discord, but that'll be in the future. Any case, guys. Good night.